Hello, good evening, everyone. So, I would like to introduce myself. I am Niyati Shah, and today I'm going to conduct a finger painting workshop. All right. So, I've been watching you guys were typing that somebody's from Varanasi, somebody's from Patna, Bihar. So I'm really glad that I'm going to cater to an audience which is from different parts of India. Okay. So a really warm welcome from the Innovatory Soul. So I have my creative page, the Innovatory Soul, on Facebook and on Instagram. So where I conduct all these online workshops, and I am a teacher by profession. I am a preschool teacher. I am an aerobics trainer for children, and I also take creative workshops, drawing classes, and many more. So in case you want to inquire for any other things, you can just contact me, and you can join my classes and the different activities which I do. So I can see some chats because this is from different cities and different parts of India. So आज का workshop हम हिंदी में conduct करेंगे. All right. So let's begin. Let's not waste time and let's begin. Okay. आज का जो हमारा workshop है वो YouTube पे भी live है और Zoom पे तो already we all are there. All right. So I'm going to wear my apron first. So the very minute details we are going to learn as it's a finger painting workshop. तो हो सकता है आपके कपड़े गंदे होंगे. So the first thing what I would like to say is कि whenever you sit for doing painting, never wear a new dress. Okay, वरना आपकी dress spoil हो सकती है. And materials we had already given it to you, still I'll mention it again. यहाँ पे मैंने एक बुक लिया है विच इज अराउंड A4 साइज. आपके पास पेपर है, आप पेपर ले सकते हैं. पेपर को या मीना जैन वेरी नाइस. पीछे आप उसके पीछे एक कड़क बोर्ड लगा सकते हैं. Okay, continue in English. I am from Puducherry. All right, see, I'll try to speak in Hindi as well as in English. Okay, I'll try to balance. In case you all have any issue, you can just chat. Thank you so much. So, I have a book which is A4 size. You can take a paper which is A4 size, or if you don't have it, then you can use any other paper, and then you can keep a board and you can peg it. ओके, क्लिप जो होता है वो आप लगा सकते हो. देयर विल बी अ बोर्ड, दैट विल बी अ बोर्ड और अ पैड, राइटिंग पैड. ऑलराइट, टू मेक इट लिटिल स्टर्डी. And because we are doing finger painting, so in finger painting, yes, I'm continuing in English, sir. Thank you. And because I'm doing finger painting, तो finger painting में हमें ये ध्यान रखना है that we do not use lot of water. Okay, because if I use lot of water, my paper will get torn because it's just a paper, it's not acrylic board. All right. So that was the first thing. So I have my book here, and now that's my palette. All right. So I'm using this Fevicryl acrylic paints. You can use any, you can even use poster paints if you have it. And here is my palette. I have some Camel companies paints too, and different other colors. Okay, so I'll let you know which colors you need to remove. I have a pencil and eraser, all right, and a brush. It's okay if you don't have a brush, we can manage without brush too, because that's a finger painting workshop. So I'll show it to you how you do it with paint brush and without paint brush. Okay, so let's start. At first, just take up your paper. Am I audible? Just show me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. All right. So now I'm going to take my pencil. Okay, I'm using things which are available at home in this lockdown. Okay, so you don't have to go out and really hunt for some things. Okay, now I'm going to make first layer. We're going to make something, but I'm not going to tell you what we are going to make. Let's see it at the end. Okay, it's really easy. Now I'm going to make one layer. Is it visible? Yes? Okay. So see, I've made this one layer around one fourth, not even one fourth, just a little, this much. All right. Thank you for the ones who are replying me on chats. This much of my book. It's okay if you don't do it how I have done it, a little here and there is fine. Okay. So that's the first layer. Okay, I hope we are done with that. Now I'm making a second layer. Okay, so on that, on top of it, I'm going to make a second layer which is little thinner than the first one. You can view this and you can do it slowly. We are not going to rush, so it's okay. You can do it slowly. So that's my first layer. And this is my second layer. I have done it a little thick from here and a little thin from here. You can do it the way you want. Try to maintain this balance because we have lot many layers. All right, let's move to the third layer. Very nice. Now third layer, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start from here. Okay, you can see, I'll just do it and then you can view it. Arya Agrawal is saying that, are you making ocean scene or something like that? No, I'm not making ocean scene. That's what I said. Keep guessing. Let's see what are we going to make out of this. Okay. So this is how we are going to make third layer. Keep a lot of gap because there is one more layer which is going to come in between this two layers. All right. So this is first layer, second layer, third layer, and one more is going to come between this two. Okay, and now I'm just going to make a mountain like how we used to make it in school here. Okay, so that's first, second, third, and there is one more between these two. Okay, now let's move towards another layer. Now I'm going to do it from here. Keep it freehand. It's okay if it is not similar to what I am doing it, not exactly similar. Keep it freehand. It's okay. Yes, very good. I can see a few drawings. Very nice. And the last layer, one more layer, which we are going to make a thinner layer, very thin layer. Okay. So again, I've taken it from center, from here. I'm waiting for another minute so that you all can, if you all are lacking behind, you can just yes, I'll repeat it again. So that's the first layer. Okay, that's my first layer. That's my second layer. Now this is a small mountain coming from here. That's third layer. Now this is going to be a fourth layer, fifth layer, and sixth layer. All right. Okay, let's move ahead. Now I'm going to make a beautiful circle over here. First, make it light because सबका circle नहीं होता है. It's not easy. I'm telling you. ओके तो पहले लाइट बनाइए, अगर नहीं बनता है बराबर तो इरेजर लीजिए, उसको इरेज कीजिए बिकॉज इफ यू मेक इट डार्क उसके इम्प्रिंट्स रह जाएंगे और फिर आप इरेज करने जाओगे तो वो थोड़ा थोड़ा मार्किंग दिखेगा, इट विल नॉट लुक गुड. Okay, so I am going to try and make a big circle. Okay, don't make a small circle. Vidhi, I am reading your comment, but let me not reply it right now, okay? Okay, so that's my first layer, second layer, third layer, fourth layer, fifth layer, sixth layer, and a circle. Okay, I'm going to wait for another minute. I think people are still joining in. Yeah, very nice. Okay, now I'll tell you the colors which we are going to take for the layers. Okay, so remove one color each, because your colors may dry. Okay, there's a lot of moisture outside, the colors may dry, so don't remove all the paints together. All right. Okay, now let me take dark blue color. Okay, so I have taken ultra marine color. Okay, so that's this. I'll show it to you. This shade. All right, if you don't have this shade, it's okay, you can use any blue color, and we can make it dark by putting a little black in it, or whatever blue color you have, it's okay. All right, so now let's start the first layer. So we are going to start from here. Okay, you want to start from down or from up? The first comment, I'm going to follow the first comment. Okay, you want to start from top or from bottom? Down. All right, so let me see. Okay, so I think we will start from down. All right, so I'm going to take a dark blue color and going to dip my finger in it. See, like this. I have not put water in it because my paints, the Fevicryl paints, are already a little watery. So I'm not putting any water in it. But if your paint is a little thick, you can add a little water. Okay. Now, how we used to do it in school, we used to make a border first, right? So similarly, we're going to make a border first. See, like this. I first made a border. And now start filling this portion with blue color. Okay, so slowly, do not rush. If you are doing it from one side, that is, I am doing it from my right side, then start from right side only and do it in the horizontal manner only, don't do it vertically. You can do the same thing with brush too, but you need a flat brush for this, a thicker one and a flat brush. Do not take too much of paint, otherwise it will not dry soon. Okay, so use a medium, not too much, not too less. And I have completed my first layer. Try to keep it a little smooth and not too much of paint on this side, too less on this side. Balance, proper balance of the paints. And see that this is how my first layer looks like. All right, done with the first layer. Shall I start with the second one? Okay, so for second one, in the same dark blue color paint, you are going to add lot of white color. Okay, you're not going to wash your hands. Just put a lot of white color. Now I already have white color poured in one of my palette. So I've just added a little blue and I'm going to make it a light blue color. I'll just show you the texture. First, I'm going to clean my finger with this rough cloth. Okay, and now this is the color which I have got. Can you see the difference between the two colors? Yes, add a lot of white if your color is not getting merged or your color is too light or too dark, I meant. Okay, so you need to put a lot of white. Now again, I'm going to create a border. Wow, what a beautiful color it has come. I know my face is not visible, but then I just wanted more focus on my book, right? So if this is more clear, I think this is more important, right? Now, very important. You've made first border. Now you have to make one more border. Otherwise, your paint might go in the first layer. So here I'm making one more border. So that my color doesn't go in the second layer. Okay, see, and then now I can fill my second layer too. I am just in love with this color, this light blue color. It reminds me of sea. No, that's okay. You don't need to dry your first layer because any which ways you are not going to touch that first layer. Okay, so that's really fine if you don't let it dry because it's going to dry on its own. Otherwise, you will need to wait for a lot of time to complete your painting. Okay, keep it smooth. Keep your strokes smooth. I'm not making small strokes like this. Keep it long and smooth. Long and smooth. I just love when I see children doing it. I can see, I think, Yashvi Shukla doing the painting. And I really love watching kids doing it. Well, we also arrange some birthday parties with art theme. And these days we have a lot of trend of having some really innovative and different birthday parties. So why not where your children can learn very nice, Yashvi, where your children can learn something really good. So we have arranged a lot of parties in Gujarat, in Ahmedabad, Surat. So if you wish to the same for your children, you can just contact us and we can come to your city and we can make your child's birthday really memorable. All right. So now that's my first layer with dark blue color and that's my second layer with light blue color. Okay, so I've created this light blue color. All right. So are we done with this? Yeah. All right. Now we are going to take a brown color. All right. So see, I have brown color. That's my brown color. So I'm going to use this. So first, very important to wash your finger. So what I would do is, see, if we have children. So I have taken little water in this glass. If you are comfortable using a bowl or using a palette, it's fine. But if there are a lot of children who are doing this painting, then you can just pour your finger in this water and clean your hands first. Very important. So you have a lot of bowls which you get outside in these stationaries. But right now, because we all are at home, so it's better that we use things which we have at home. All right. Now I have cleaned my fingers. See, it's like almost clean. All right. Now I'm going to take brown color. My brown color doesn't require any water because it's already watery. So I'm going to remove a little in the lid itself. Okay, I only need this much, not more. So do not waste your paints. Very important. Use it very wisely. Okay, now this is my third layer. The small mountain which we can see, that's my third layer. Okay, so I'm going to fill that with brown color. So first, we will make a border. See, if your hands are not clean, your color will change. Very important to clean your hands before using a new color. Okay, and then again a border at the lower side. Yes, Dhruvi, you want to say something? You can just type. Now I'm going to fill my third layer with brown color. And it's going to be super easy because it's a small layer, right? Okay, Dhruvi. So see, that's how my third layer looks like. Very nice. Okay, let's proceed towards the fourth one. Thank you, ma'am. So I think it's Chandan Majumdar who is saying that your presentation is really good. Thank you so much. All right, now we're going to use fill this fourth layer, and that is going to be orange color. Okay, so let's remove some orange color. So first, very important to close the first paint which you've already opened it. And now clean your finger again with this rough cloth. Now, see, that's my orange paint. Okay, my orange paint is already watery, so I'm going to use it directly. I don't need it much. See, that's my orange color, really bright. Okay, now the fourth layer with orange color. Again, border first. Very important that your color doesn't go in the other layer, okay? And now again, the second border. See, orange, if it goes a little in brown, that's fine because they both belong to our similar family. Yeah, I can repeat it again. I'm using orange color without water in it, and that's my fourth layer. So I'm first making a border so that my paint doesn't go in the other layer. Okay, now see, what has happened is a little of orange has gone in the blue. So I have a little blue with me. So I'll take it with other finger and again fill it. So see, you can do trial and errors and you can make a little mistake, that's fine, but won't work every time. Okay. So right now your paints are wet, so you can change it if you've made a mistake. Okay, so we have already filled it with color and now it looks a little more perfect. This blue color just reminds me of Marine Drive. I really wish if I could go right now. Okay, so let me finish this fourth layer. We also deal with children, parental workshops, also some workshops for children, and we also have some art and craft workshops like hand lettering workshop, 3D calligraphy workshops. So in case you really want to learn and grow in arts, you can just contact me and follow my page for the same to get more updates. All right, done. I'm done with my fourth layer. Beautiful. It's looking so colorful. All right, now we're left with two more layers. Fifth layer, what we are going to do is we're going to add white color in orange color and make it really light. Okay, orange color ke andar we are going to put white color and make it light. Don't make too much of paint, a little is enough. So I'm just going to take a little of my orange because it's a finger painting workshop. I'm using only my fingers for everything. Okay, so I'm just going to put it here and going to put a little of my white. Okay, and always keep your paints little clean. I mean, if it has paints here and there, it doesn't look good. And cleanliness is also important, right? So now I've put white in my orange. Now I'm going to use the lighter portion here. See, you can see the difference between the two oranges, right? And if it is still the same orange which you had done it before, then you need to put more of white. So I wanted a little more lighter. So, children, you might have seen, children and all my dear friends, all my adults, you might have seen that as soon as we are moving from bottom to top, the color is getting lighter. Okay. So, very important. You can't use a darker color when you're already trying to lighten up your portions. See, if you have another color in your finger, that color is going to show in your parts. See? You can feel the difference, the color difference. I think Meena Ajay, she's using a paintbrush. Yeah? Okay, no problem. You can do the same with paintbrush too. If you have paintbrush, why not? You can use them. While you're drawing your image, see to it that it is light and not too dark. Otherwise, your pencil marks will be seen, which doesn't give a professional look to your drawing. And that's how I fill my 1, 2, 3, 4, and fifth part. Okay, now who is going to tell me how do we make a pink color if we don't have a pink color with you? Yes, Upasna Kamboj. Very good. To your red, you add a little of white, which makes pink. Now, that would be cherry pink. Okay. So, to make it more light pink, you will have to add more of white color in it. But before that, you finish this light color, orange. Now, you're going to fill this circle with this orange color. Okay, so that again you don't have to dip your fingers in the orange color. Do it slowly, otherwise you'll keep on making a bigger circle. I'm telling you, it's difficult to make a circle. You can use a darker orange. I've used a dark orange because I want it to look more bright and beautiful. Well, you can add some textures also. Maybe we can take another workshop on that. Well, I have my workshop tomorrow on how to make your own textures, which is there on our YouTube page also. So you can view from there. So our part one was really successful, which was there on last Sunday. So on public demand, we have it tomorrow also at 4 p.m. So we will just put on the ad at the end. So if you wish to, you can join that workshop too. It's a free workshop again, which is at 4 o'clock, and you would learn at least, I would say, 10 to 12 of different textures, how to create your own textures. So maybe you can see a texture wall here and a plain wall here. So I'm not teaching you how to um, create your home beautiful. Yeah, why not? You can do that same. But the textures which we use in painting, which was a beautiful workshop, and I think around 78 people had attended the workshop, and it was really successful. And we have it tomorrow at 4 p.m. So if you wish to, you can join the same. Beautiful, very nice. Okay, let's move ahead. Now we're going to make a pink color, little cherry pink color. Okay, not very light, but a cherry pink color. I've already made pink color here. So I've added a little red. Mm, Let me mix it first. That's looking more like a strawberry. See, so it's looking whitish when I'm showing it to you in my fingers, but when I do it in the book, it will look like a cherry pink color. So that's, see. So now I'm going to see, even if you have such coin colors, the colors, such coin colors, which you get it in a palette, you can use those too. But they are very light. So if you want to use them, you really need to push those colors hard. Again, as per the rules, make a border first. Okay. And now uh, what color am I using? So I'm using I've taken a red color and I've added white color in it, a little white. So that's cherry pink color. Okay. So I've not used yellow anywhere. So if I think someone was asking, is there yellow anywhere? I've not used yellow color anywhere. I think yellow is like got really common. So let's use some different colors. Now see what has happened is my finger was little bluish. There is a blue shade over here. So that should not happen. So again, I'll take some pink color and I'll add it on that. So because your paints are wet, you can do the alterations. And yes, when it dries, then again you have to add a coat of white on it, and then maybe you can change the color. Yeah. Now, in the same pink color paint, you're going to add a lot of white and make a very, very light pink color, very light. White would be more visible than pink. Okay. So I already have my pink color. I'm going to add white color in it. Now, mix it well. Still, I think my pink is dark, so I'm going to add a little more white. See, if you are an artist and you really love paints, I would prefer using this bigger bottles so that you don't have to buy it again and again, because the small bottles, I think, making 2 to 3 paintings and they would be empty. So rather than you can use some bigger bottles, right? Colors you've used? No, I've used acrylic color. So again, I'll show it to you. They are Fevicryl acrylic colors. Okay. And it has different beautiful varieties of colors. You would want to see some blue color shade. So that's steel blue. Now that's ultramarine blue. I almost have like 7 different colors of blue. So you get beautiful shades. So these are acrylic paints, which are also called as what you use it in your clothes. So if I want to make a hat over here or a cartoon over here, so I can use the same paints. That is acrylic paints. All right. Poster paints, you can use it for your paintings, but not on your clothes. All right. Now I've made a lighter shade of pink, which almost looks like white. And I'm going to fill the whole white portion. Okay, the whole white portion with this pink color. First, very important, make a border of this circle, otherwise it will go inside your circle also. Okay, so I'm first going to make a border of this circle. See, I've covered my circle with this border, and now my whole picture. How do you make the cherry pink color? Okay, how do I make cherry pink color? So this pink color, I've taken red and a little of white. So it is this color, cherry pink. And now in your white, when you add a lot of, yeah, little of white, if you want to make cherry pink. Okay, but now if you want to make a very lighter shade of pink, like a baby pink, you have to add a lot of white in your red. So it will be a baby pink, light pink color, which we are using right now. Okay, so now let me, if you feel that you need to use a little of water, you can. See, just, it's a dull, Now I'm going to add a little water because my paint has thickened. So take a little water. Let's not make it too watery, otherwise the effect won't be that good. Make it really light, otherwise the darker layer won't look good. As I said, from bottom to top, what we are trying is to make the colors lighter and lighter. So first we've used a dark blue color, then we've used a lighter blue color, then we've used brown color, then we've used a dark orange color, then we have used lighter orange color, then we've used a cherry pink color, and now we are going to use baby pink color. See, right now you might feel that your paints are looking too dark, or maybe your paints are not looking that good. But once you will see, you'll keep your paintings for drying, it will look really good. These days you might have seen the sky. It looks so beautiful, right? So we are just trying to create one. We're making a very light shade of pink. Now, if you would have a question that what if you've already made a darker shade of pink, and now it is not getting. See, mine is very light, but it is very watery. So once what you can do is you can take a little white, add a lot of water, and then again put a shade on it. It will become light. I want to lighten it more, so I'm just adding white water on it to make it very, very light. See, I'm done with it. Really light shade, but it is too watery, so I think it will take a little time to dry. I think someone has written something. Thank you so much. All right. So, shall we move ahead? Okay, let me wait for another minute. You need to save your dark blue and white, light blue color. Okay, we're going to use it ahead. Okay, I think we are ready. Now, what we are going to do is on this first layer, okay, we are going to make a plant, small plant with dark blue color. So again, I'm going to dip my finger on dark blue color and I've just put my fingers here and one here. See, I'm doing it straight, straight. Look at this. One just a small circle over here, like a stone effect, and one over here. What I've done is just dot, 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 close dot, dots. All right. Now, in the center, I'm going to make a cactus. Okay, now how? So you can either use your thumb. So let me use my thumb. So that's my thumb. But if you use your thumb can be really big. Okay, it depends upon the thumb size. So right now, I'll show you one using the thumb and one using my finger. Okay, so right now I'm going to use my finger and I'm going to make one oval shape like this, then one on this side, then one on this side. Wow, beautiful. Can you see? You've just created it with your fingers. You don't even need a brush or something like that. See, I'm just one on this side, one on this side. I'm just creating a cactus with my fingers itself. Yes? And now you're going to just don't dab your finger completely, just a standing line, small standing line on the top. Can you see those lines? And similarly, you can do it with your thumb too, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes? Now, see, I'll show you three techniques. Either you can use your finger and make a standing line, or you can use a thin brush, which is not too thin. This is, I think, 0.2, not too thick, not too thin, or a pencil. So you can also make a standing line using a pencil. So I'll show you with all the three. So I'm going to dip my pencil in the paint, in the dark blue paint. Yes, I'm repeating it. You can, now I'm showing you how to make a standing line. So you can make it with three ways. First, you can make it with your finger itself. Second, you can make it with a pencil. And third, you can make it with a brush. All right. So I'll show you all the three techniques. So now I'm going to dip my pencil into the paint. Yes, dark blue color paint. See. All right. And now again, I'm going to dip. Isn't it beautiful for the ones who don't know to use a brush, for the beginners? See, and you have created a standing line, a perfect standing line with a pencil. Yes. Now I'll show you how to do it with brush. I think we all know how do we use a brush, but still I'll show you how do we use a brush. So first I've wiped my pencil. As it is wet, you wipe your pencils so that now you can use your pencils as your pencils and not as brushes. Okay. Now I'm going to dip my brush in the paint. Okay. And with the brush, it is very simple. So you can make thick lines, you can make thin lines, whatever you wish to. Like this. Okay, and again small strokes, like small lines. So These are some plants. Now, why are they with blue color? Because it's almost eve time, and due to the dark sky, you can see those plants really dark. Okay. Now I'm going to create one more with this brush. All right. Here, I'm going to make it so tall. So I've almost taken it. Yes. So here I had used a pencil to make the standing line. Here I'm using a brush. Then I'll show it to you with the finger too. Okay. So this we have made with a pencil. With pencil, it takes a little time. You need to keep on dipping your pencil in the paint. Okay. With brush, it is the easiest. Now the second line I have made from the first layer to 1, 2, 3, and fourth. I've almost taken it to the fourth layer. Okay. Now again I'm going to see with the brush, it is so smooth and so easy. Yes, and again I'm going to make lines over it. Okay, now we are going to make one more that I'll use my fingers. Okay, so first let me just dip my the reason behind, somebody has asked me what is the reason behind using a pencil. So for the beginners, we are really very worried that now I've made such a beautiful landscape, and now what if I'm not able to make a standing line? Again I have to fill all the layers. So for the beginners, you can just use a pencil. So you know how you use a pencil and make a standing line with it. So for a child or for a beginner, it is very easy to use a pencil. But the only thing is you keep on using the paints again and again. So you need to you need to dip, then use it and make a small line. Then again dip, use a small line, and that way you can make a long line. So it takes a lot of time and patience when you use a pencil, but very good tool for a beginner. Okay, and very easy with the brush. You're welcome. Now I've shown you the second thing, how do you use a brush. I think we all were aware of it. And now I'm going to show you how we use our finger making the same plant. So I'm going to make a plant over here at the end. I think there are too many over here, so I'm going to make one here. So see, what I've done is I've taken only at my tip. Okay, I've taken a dark blue at my tip. अभी मैं पूरा डैब नहीं करूंगी उसको, पूरा मुझे ऐसे नहीं लगाना है. I'm going to make a standing line. So here I'm going to make a standing line. See? But remember, with your finger, it will be little thick. Okay? To make it thin, you need to be really, really careful. See, so this plant is a little thicker one. That's fine. See, in fact, it is looking very beautiful, this one, the last one which we made with finger. For children, this is very easy and really lovely. And again, you can make those lines, very light lines. You don't need to use your brush again for the same. I wanted to make one more here and one here. See how lovely it looks. Okay. Now, I asked you to keep a little of light blue. I think my light blue is dried, but I'll be able to manage. See, that's my light blue. Now, on the second layer, that is this, I'm going to make one with light blue. The reason is the plants or the trees which you see at the first sight are really dark, but the ones if you want to show that अंदर अंदर तक बहुत सारे trees है, दूर दूर तक trees है, bushes है, so then you need to put your shades lighter. Okay, so now I'm using a light blue and making one here with my finger only. Okay, so again the similar kind of plant. See, and again with the bushes. Maybe you want to create another one here, so you can just some bushes over here too. Okay. So that's it. You can make many more plants like this if you wish to. So we have made aesthetic desert. I'll show you once your picture dries how it looks like. Okay. It looks really, really beautiful. And see this. That's the one I had already made it and dried it. See how beautiful it looks. Yes, isn't it beautiful? So that's an aesthetic dessert what we have made today. I hope you all enjoyed this finger painting workshop. I would really be glad if you share some feedbacks on WhatsApp, okay, in the group which you are added, or personally to me or to Lohias Calligraphy. Thank you so much, Upasna. You can just share the feedback on WhatsApp, and also maybe you can share your picture like this. You know, you can just click a picture like this of yourself and send it to us. We would love to see. Can we just put tomorrow's ad, please? So tomorrow I have a workshop at 4 p.m. on Zoom itself. It is on how to make your own textures. That's my phone number. You can just contact me and you can share your today's feedback. Also, a picture of yours with this beautiful painting which you have created and you have made. And you can also join my tomorrow's workshop, which is again a free workshop. I'm telling you, it's a free workshop. And we have already 75 registrations. If you wish to, you can just add by tonight itself. And can you keep painting, ma'am? Okay, I can keep another painting workshop, but right now I'm working on my tomorrow's workshop. So if you wish to join my workshop, it's really very beautiful. Part one was super successful, and on their demand I have taken part two, which is tomorrow. Okay, so kindly share your feedbacks, your pictures with your paintings. Thank you so much, and subscribe our YouTube channel too, which we have already shared it to you on WhatsApp. Okay, thank you once again from the Innovatory Soul, and kindly just follow our page on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so much for all your lovely feedbacks. Waiting for your pictures and your feedbacks on WhatsApp. Thank you once again, all of you.
Niyati ma'am,
Yes,
yeah, I have shared the link of that certificate
yes. So
in the comment section. So
after today's
everyone,
workshop, you're also going to get certificate from Lohias Calligraphy. So you can add your details on Google, right?
yeah, Google form I have submitted in the comment section and the chat section.
So kindly add that and you will get your certificates at home. I hope you all enjoyed the session today. It was lovely with all of you. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Satish, you want to add something?
No, the certificates will be provided you by the e-certificates by the Monday or the Tuesday. So kindly wait in the group because all the certificates will be provided on the group at on the Google Drive only.
Okay.
So this much only. Thank you and well for the workshop
You're
and be in
welcome,
the group.
Mitesh.
Yes,
You're welcome.
yeah, and all the participants be in the group. The future workshops and online sessions will be coming back to all. We will list all the workshops of the Lohias Calligraphy and Innovatory Soul in the group. You can end up the workshop.
Have a nice day.